a guy. You know, I just really am. Got my Oblivion modded. Should have been given a degree. There you go. There you go. I'm trying to think, what games have I played heavily modded? Yeah, I didn't do Fallout 3 modded. None of the Dawn of War shit.
I had a few mods for 3.
I used to do Truck Sim fairly modded because there were engines and stuff I liked. 4 never modded. Fallout 4. Skyrim, I want to say I got some mods for Skyrim, but they were purely functional ones, like like some stuff that fixed some bugs and like maybe made it better for widescreen, just basic stuff like that, you know. No story or like gameplay mechanic or anything mods. Stardew I play totally unmodded.
Yeah.
I'm just boring. I'm sorry, y'all. It likes to break them and corrupt your save also, yeah. I know there's something I played that I modded the shit out of all the time because I remember being really involved in it. And I don't remember what it was. And maybe I'm just thinking of all the Warcraft mods I used to run and
we
add-ons.
But a ton of mods for a while. We really don't run that many. We run like 20, maybe 20 add-ons now. It's just interface shit, but it's helpful, you know?
Yeah.
Like what was the one we used to run back in the day? The
carb, it was carb something.
Well, it was cartography.
No, it was like carb. It was like carbon, something like carbon, because it integrated with ThoughtBot. That was like one of the big original mod packs. We did that, and then we went to Titan Panel and Xpearl for a long time.
Yeah,
we still use Xpearl.
There were like 2 between the original and then Xpearl. I've forgotten what they were called. It's too long ago.
Skyrim got great NSFW. Yeah, it's a perfectly good little mod. I mostly use weak auras to get stuff laid out the way I want it, and then for informational purposes, and then I run bartender so I can move my World of Warcraft bars into where I want them, and Xpearl so I can modify the default unit frames the way I want them. Yeah, and then a couple of other things that like just change, bag mod, so everything's in one bag. You get the idea. But like we really don't, we don't run a whole lot. But really functionally we never have. We're boring basic vanilla bitches, Harpy.
I know. I'm okay with that.
White as fuck.
I want to say we had some UI mods for DAOC at the end. You could change your bars. Just the way they looked. I remember that.
I don't remember them being mods. I remember they just had an option that you could change them though. Like you could modify your configuration file and put in a hex code.
The appearance, so we're pretty cool because you could make it look like kind of like Diablo globes. But that was that expansion. The one before the horses, when they introduced your own horse, we left before that because WoW happened. And we had to be fishing magnates.
Well, I mean, and we played the beta for the expansion in DAOC, and we played the WoW beta, and we're like, yeah, DAOC's dead. There's no way. This is no comparison.
DAOC never recovered from WoW.
Nothing did. Nothing did. It killed everything. I mean, and justifiably so. It was just that fucking good. It's so funny. You go back to vanilla now, like WoW Classic. It's like, oh, this is rough. Not for 20 years ago, it wasn't.
Oh, God. It was the tits 20 years ago.
Beyond. I mean, it was crazy how good it was. And then when Rifts came out a couple years later, it's like, what the fuck?
That was a beautiful game, but I did not like it.
It was gorgeous, and I don't ever want to see it again because I'm sure it looks like garbage compared to modern graphics, but in my head, it's still like this stunningly beautiful game.
My memory of it is it was beautiful. We got into that before we did...
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
My favorite part of Lord of the Rings was coming up with music and the way they did music in the game, and sitting there. And I wrote out Conan the Barbarian, the theme song to Conan the Barbarian, and Harpy and I were playing that, and some random dude came in and joined us, and so we're all playing Conan the Barbarian together at this Barrows, and it was actually like I made a YouTube video of it.
As fuck.
It was on my original YouTube channel that I deleted long ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I still have screenshots from it though. I don't have the video anymore, unfortunately, but I do have the screenshots.
That was a cool video.
It was very, very fun. I gotta find me a place to seep. Mellow dude is yippee. Long fucking drive. No shame in preferring vanilla. Isn't it funny though? Like people like vanilla, you know, like you use vanilla like it's bad. It's like such an exotic, delightful flavor. You know, it's like, I don't like, when did vanilla become bad? You know, like as a flavor. What do you mean? Like it's so rare, and like you think like what it takes to make it, especially back in the day. You know, I mean, of course, back in the day, like salt
expensive.
and pepper. You know, but yeah, vanilla bean's so good. There's another thing I want to do. I want to make our own vanilla. We don't use enough of it to really warrant it, but I still want to.
Cool.
I want to get some vanilla beans and just put them in vodka, let them saturate for, you know, a year. Just put them under the shelf and let them soak, and then just make vanilla stuff with them. I think it would be so good.
Go straight.
Because it really is about that easy to do. It's not exactly hard. Somewhere there's got to be a place to sleep here for my poor little dude. Also, I swear my timer's been going up this whole time. I don't think it has, but
Oh,
my timer for, oh my god, there is like no place to sleep anywhere nearby me.
there was a place back here, but it was off the highway a good chunk.
Yeah. That's all right. You know, there's a solution to that. Worst case, I'll just turn it off. No, I'm being a good little driver. I'm being a legal Andy. I still think it's annoying. I say I don't like mods. Here's 2 I want for World of Trucks, or World of Trucks. Here's two I want for trucking. If you have a sleeper cab, you should be able to pull off the highway and go to sleep.
True.
And maybe
would be
get a
cool.
ticket if it's like illegal in that state or something. Sure, whatever. But like you should be able to do that. You know, that should be a feature.
Yeah.
That's one. And then the other one, which I've talked endlessly about, so I won't go off again about it too much, but you should be able to alter and repair your truck in your garages that you own.
I agree.
Like, you can literally drive into your garage and look over. There's engine mounts and tools and stuff everywhere, but I guess you just can't get a mechanic. And like, it would be so easy. Like, they should just put that in the game, and like, you hire a mechanic. Like, you hire other drivers. You can hire a mechanic at every job, at every garage. That you pay them a salary. They should add a button to fall asleep at the wheel. No joke, OJ. No joke. Welcome in. You actually will. Like, if I keep going, you will see my dude fall asleep at the wheel. He'll just black out, and then it will not respond to my pedals, and I'll crash. Pretty soon here, I'm going to have to stop and figure something out. So many random pull-offs without them being rest stops. Why not make those rest stops? Exactly. It's like, I mean, the whole point of sleeper cabs is going to sleep. Oh, the view's starting to gray out. Fuck. Okay, we do have a spot up ahead. Whee.
Whee.
You know what? We're gonna push it. We're gonna gun it, and we're gonna put these 600 horses to work. Well, okay, maybe this is a bit fast. Well, God help me if I fall asleep. This is going to be 100% cargo damage if I do. I should probably keep my foot on the brake pedal. Just so, like, if I see the thing blacking out, I'm going to slam on the brakes. See how far we got. Okay, we're doing good. We're getting there. How long do we have until we're over limit? Okay, I'm still 28 minutes. We're good. I'm not going to fall asleep. I'm 28 minutes till I hit my rest limit, and you can always go a little bit over that. Like, that's when you start getting fines, and then I think usually an hour or two after is when you actually fall asleep. So we should be good, but I'm still going to just absolutely gun it here and try and get to that rest area. I know there's a... Dude, I wish it would stop telling me that I'm tired, though. 21 minutes. I'm well aware. Oh, dude, I almost launched the truck over that. It's like that bump on 105 coming to 91, Harpy. Or 110, excuse me. Dude, whoa, fuck. There's this one little bump. It's like, you don't even hardly see it on the highway. You fucking know it if you hit it at 60, though. Like, it will launch you. It's so funny to watch a truck or something in front of you, and you see it go, bleh. And you know the driver's in there just like, oh God. Followed by, you see all the taillights come on. And then the people who know, you see them come on before they hit it. Or they're cruising at like 45, like I do. And then some dingus will get behind you and like, you know, oh, wait, we need to get off here. Hey, yo. Why is there a rest stop in the middle of the road? That's weird.
I mean, reasons?
The icon is just sitting in the middle of the road on the map.
It's a little weird.
Okay, it's a tiny little, yeah, it's labeled rest area. It's just a little shitty diner. How cute.
Never mind.
A
I'll find a new
Yeah,
route.
yeah. Here it is, Harpy. You can see it on mine. The 50s diner. Okay?
Oh my god, it's so cute.
There we go.
Yay.
That's
Now you
perfect.
can
We'll get a coffee.
coffee.
Yep, got that coffee. All right. It's as easy as that. It's as easy as that.
Love that.
Rest acquired. We're good for 14 more hours. I don't need fuel. We're good.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, fuck yeah. A little crazy train. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Ozzy the goat. Boys, eh?
Doot doot for Rasta there.
Turn left.
I'm going straight on.
14 hours. That's some strong coffee. Seriously. Seriously. I always thought it was interesting too that the limit's 14 hours in the US, but in Euro Truck Sim, which I assume is also the case in the EU, the limit is 10 hours or 11 hours, maybe, and then you have to sleep. And the rest periods are different. It's like, I think it's like 10 and or 11 and 8 or 11 and 7 or 10 and 8. I don't know. But in the US, it's 14 on, 10 off, which works out well. I mean, it lines up to a 24-hour day, but the Euro ones don't. They don't line up well, so you're always switching your schedule around. It's kind of weird. Of course, you don't have to drive, 10 and then off 10. I mean, you can drive 10 and then be off longer if you want to. Not allowed here in capitalism, Bill.
Late stage capitalism, though.
True. Well, apparently I'm going to cruise and look at Harpy's dumpy.
Do it.
I am. I'm right behind you. Coming for that ass.
Do it.
Gotcha. Some coffee suddenly sounds kind of good, doesn't it, Harpy?
It does.
I don't know why. Like, I'm not tired. How much you want to bet I got to pull over? I missed the last one or two, so I knew it was going to be time. That's fine. Oh yeah, we got to listen to those engine brakes. There we go. Who up breaking the engine?
You gonna glorg?
Am I gonna what?
Glorg.
Oh, glorg. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Yes. Why did we call it the glorg brake? I don't remember. Oh, because the other one was the retarder. The other one was the retarder. Yes. So it was the glorg. Yes, or the wub. Was it just the wubby? I don't remember.
I think one was the web break and the other was the glorg.
One was the wub and one was the glorg.
That shit sent me. I was laughing out loud at work.
I forgot about that. I say some really regarded shit on this stream. I'm glad I forget most of what I say because I'm a
And then I
dumbass.
remind you.
Yep.
Bitch.
Because you forget nothing, unfortunately. My shame is eternal as long as Harpy's around. That's all right though. It keeps her happy.
Listen.
I will not. 102.8 now on the Odo. I'll bet you we hit 105 today if I stay in this truck. I don't know if I will though. I love this truck, but I got the restless bones, you know what I mean? I kind of want to put my butt in something else. Speaking of butt and something else, that dog is dead.
You need to reset your sit bones.
No, I'm just in general. I mean, I want to drive a different truck.
Sure.
I really should be driving this manually up these hills, though. I'm not doing a very good job being a trucker for y'all. I'm just blabbering, you know? Nope. I see Emmy has redeemed the cam. Well, you see the feet, right? You see the feet.
Foot flute. Are there toes?
Dog toes. It's really shockingly hard to do that while you're driving the vehicle.
I know. I can't even look down without wrecking.
There you go. I think that's him. Yeah, okay. There you go, Amy. There he is. One enormous hairy doofus.
That baby boy. He's a good boy.
He is a good boy. He was a good dog today. Can't believe Martin and Yeet just sitting in the office for like an hour and a half together. Yeet was in my chair. Martin was in Harpy's chair. They were just chilling. Yeet wasn't loving it, but there was no drama.
Yeah.
And then
Yeet's been on
earlier,
the bed since.
Yeet was in the bed, and Martin was in the doorway to that bedroom, just chilling. Like, same thing, no drama, no nothing. I think we're right on the cusp of Martin becoming a full house cat,
Yeah.
and I'm really
Doing so
hopeful.
good.
If that happens, when that happens, I'm hoping he'll find another nest and
Yeah.
move out of that room permanently, so that Misty can have it just to herself, which will then facilitate her branching out. Because I think that's what's keeping her from coming out a lot, is that she doesn't have the room to herself.
Yeah. That and Yeet's still an absolute terror for her.
They're doing good. They're taking their sweet fucking time, but they're allowed to. I mean, we knew it was going to be challenging with them,
Yeah.
because Misty had been in that shelter for a year and a half,
Yeah.
and Martin had been in there for about a year and was 9 years old as a hoarder. He was a hoarder cat. A hoarder. He was rescued from a hoarder home. So we knew that there were going to be challenges with getting them out and getting them socialized. We didn't anticipate that Oscar, aka Yeet, was going to be the primary challenge. Like, we thought they might be a little timid around him. We didn't think that he would be aggressive, though, and he is aggressive.
He's a fucking psycho.
He is. But we've gotten that pretty well under control, I think, now. And when I say we, I mean Harpy. It's all Harpy. Gentle application of love and patience and reinforcement from her for months and months now is really paying dividends. Also, if those of you who were around before when we were talking about the kitties, I think I showed you guys pictures maybe of Shade. You remember the little black cat? He had little bunny ears on. He was really old. He was like the longest term cat that had been there. He'd been at that shelter for like 3 years or some shit. I don't remember how long, but he'd been there forever. And he was like 10 years old. Had been surrendered. And I went to go get him because I was like, fuck, I need this cat. He was a void. He was a black cat. And so I was like, okay, black cat, that old, no one's going to adopt this cat. So I went to go get him, and they're like, yeah, he's in the hospital. He's not available. He's fine, but he's just undergoing treatment for a recurring thing he has, and da-da-da-da. And so I talked to the people about, what the fuck had DC'd you from the lobby? Whoa, lobby should still be up. You should be able to rejoin it, Rasta.
Yeah.
Just pop back in. As far as I know, everybody's still in here. Harpy's still in here.
Yeah, I'm still cruising.
So Shade was not available, and I was like, well, fuck, I can wait. Bing bong, Emmy's still in here. Shade was not available at that time, and so I was talking to the folks there, and they're like, yeah, this is not always a great cat. You'll love him. You might want to wait for him. You know, he does have some issues that we should, in good faith, let you know about. And one of the issues was that he gets recurring bladder infections and is basically a pisser. He pees everywhere. And I was like, so we have a house with fresh carpeting and porous walls and wood floors. Welcome back, Rasta. It's just that's a no-go. That's a no-go, unfortunately. So Shade was not going to be a good fit for us, which is fine. That's okay. Better to find out before we bring him home and start getting everyone's hopes up and all that. Anyway, why am I bringing this dude up? He got adopted. He got adopted, y'all. He got out of the hospital. He spent about a month getting better, and about another month and a half in the shelter. And then this nice young couple had, they were looking for a cat to adopt, just like Harpy and I. Why won't you let me activate the icon? Okay, there we go. This nice young couple were looking for a kitty cat. They wanted an older one. They wanted one who was going to thrive in a solo home. He was perfect for the bill, and he got adopted. So Shade is in a lovely, wonderful home and being well taken care of.
Yeah.
So just FYI. Also, the other cat that the lady was hassling me constantly to come get, Martin's brother, Sherman, was adopted about a month after we got the Martin and Misty. So the lady was like, yeah, how are the kitties doing? Da, da, da. Hey, do you want to come get Sherman? Do you want to come get Sherman? And I was like, kind of getting annoyed with her, finally. I'm like, okay, look, you're asking me every 3 or 4 days. I'm telling you, it's going to be months until we could even consider another cat. And like I told you when we adopted these two, we want to have 3 cats in the house. We have 3 cats in the house.
Yeah.
So now, to be fair, Sherman was cute as fuck, and I wasn't like totally opposed to getting him. But I was like, y'all need to like, you know, work on getting him adopted to another family, and we'll see what happens here. But I will tell you when we are able to take another cat, if we're able to take another cat. We're not going to know that until everybody gets settled here, and that's going to be like fall if we're lucky. And I mean, I wasn't quite that snippy. I'm being more brusque with you guys than I was with her. And she got the message. You know, she understood what I was saying because it's a reasonable position. But then about a week later, she messaged me back and was like, "Hey, by the way, Sherman's gone. He got adopted." So,
Yeah,
good shit.
He's a little cutie, or orange brains hill.
Yeah. That's one of the nice things about the shelter here. Even though it's a city shelter, it's a no-kill shelter. Effectively, they will if they have to, but they haven't had to, beyond like medically, for medical reasons, like if an animal is suffering or sick, you know, obviously they'll humanely take care of that. But in terms of just like, oh, we have too many animals, we have to euthanize some. They haven't had to do that in years and years and years. I couldn't even tell you how many cubbies they had for cats. They had probably, I don't know, at least 150, and there were only maybe 30 cats there when I went there. So they have tons of room, which is good. It's nice to know that the city's population control efforts were being successful, and you know, it's just nice. It's nice when you can go to the shelter and not. There's no feeling worse than if you go to the shelter, you know, and you're like, fuck, I got to take this one because if I don't, you know, like that feeling sucks. And it makes you not want to go to a shelter. I mean, you do want to go to a shelter because you wanted to help them. But at the same time, you're like, okay, I can take one, maybe two. There are 20 of you who won't be here tomorrow, you know, or whatever. Like that feeling sucks. So I really like that that's not an issue here. Very much. Also like that pet stores can't sell animals.
Yeah.
They have to sell, well, I mean, they can sell animals, but they have to adopt animals from shelters. And they have them at the pet stores, but they're all shelter animals. And I love that. I love that. I am by and large of the opinion of, well, I don't want to say fuck all breeders. There are some good ones, I'm sure, but yeah, adopt, don't shop. That's the opinion, I guess is how I'll say it. Dog is still dead. Harpy, we're on like a 14,000 hour run and we have no drinks.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to pull over and get drinks?
What am I supposed to do? I'll go this way. What? Oh.
Well,
What?
you offer Harpy alcohol and look what happens. You don't even have to get her drunk. You just have to ask her if she wants to get drunk. And she wrecks.
I see what happened. I couldn't see the arrow saying don't go there. So
Oh.
I thought I was supposed to exit. I couldn't see the wall.
Did you actually take damage or did you hit the arrows? Because the arrows won't hurt you.
I hit the arrows. I'm fine.
Oh, that's really nice then. You got lucky.
I got so lucky.
You got
they
so fucking
they weren't
lucky.
showing up.
I mean, well, they probably were, but it was just like so bright you couldn't see them. Like, you know,
Yeah, I couldn't see them.
those roads and those highways, Jesus Christ. I speak fucking English. Those highways in Texas where they're really white and they have the white lines on them.
Yeah.
Like you can't see shit. Like this section I'm coming up to is kind of like that too. You can't see a goddamn thing on it. Also, I forgot. No wonder I'm having such an... Oh, no. That was not the play. That was not the play. Oh, I do not know if I'm going to be able to back up this double trailer like this. We're going to try it. Oh, God. Just... No, it's jacking. Oh, that sucks, dude. Okay, try and go this way. Nope. We're fucked. We're fucked. Okay. Well... I forgot that the server is running no AI traffic from the last time. Completely forgot that. White.
Yeah, I've been enjoying
Exactly,
that.
Doc. You've been enjoying that? I mean, I know the speed demons among us like it. It is nice kind of with the AI. God damn. I have lost the ability to speak. The AI was being particularly regarded
Yeah, they were.
last time. So okay. Well, I mean, I can flip around here, I guess. Why don't I do that?
Okay, let's find a new route.
Okay. Apparently the front is there.
Rerouting.
Fine. Nobody saw that. Nothing happened.
I didn't see nothing.
I know, you're too busy crashing, drunkie.
I only crashed once.
Never mind.
I can't imagine having 800 horsepower Scania engines. I know, Doc, they fuck. They fuck so good. We gotta play some Euro. We definitely gotta play some Euro.
Let's find a new
Go crash the Balkans as a group, you know? That'd be fun. I don't know how many of our convoyers... Wrong way violation?
Rude.
Who,
Never mind. I'll find
I'm
a
so
new
confused.
who the fuck gave me a ticket? There's no pigs around. Bro. Whatever.
Ghost pigs.
Let's find a new route.
Exactly. Ghost pigs. Another one. Fuck you, ghost pig.
Reroute.
It's like, what are they doing? Watching my goddamn GPS?
Reconfirm.
Fourth Amendment motherfuckers. Alright, now we're back on the correct road.
Rerouting.
You know what's funny? It's the exact same distance. Never mind. Jesus Christ. All of that for nothing. It ended up costing me time because I turned around.
Stay left.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Harpy, do you want drinks?
Yeah, I'm just looking for a gas station.
Oh my
and
god, I did not just almost do what Harpy did. I did not just almost do what Harpy did. I'm such a good driver.
Mm-hmm. He's throwing shit at me, Chad.
Stay right.
You deserved it.
Then exit right.
Sleepy. Give me my cloth back. Come on, give me my cum rag. Thank you.
Exit right.
She didn't even bat an eye that I called her my cum rag. Come on, Harpy, you're my cum rag. Don't you give me that look.
You'd be sad if I didn't give you that look.
That's true, I would. I do say some dumb shit to her just to get a reaction. But she reacts, so it's like, you know, it's fun. But yes, Doc, I do want to go play Euro sometime and do a convoy. I think it'd be fun. We could be the Scania crew, man. All get 800 horses and just fucking wreck everything. Not to mention, I mean, we just be American trash taking over the highways, you know? We can all go to the UK and drive on the right side of the road, by which I mean the correct side of the road, you know? It'd be fun. It was funny, though. The times I've driven around the UK and Euro, it didn't mess me up at all to switch sides. At all.
Yeah,
Apparently-
you don't seem to have any trouble.
Apparently, I'm bi-directional. I mean... I've always said I'm a modern man. I'm
That's true.
you know, I'm flexible. I mean, I'm not flexible, but I'm flexible. I'm very unflexible. I got all the flexibility of an old piece of fucking, like an old 2x4. You push on me, I just crack and make loud noises and scream.
Same.
Yeah, we old as fuck. Doot doot. Got to use the CB a little bit. Spark up.
He's like, I will pull this truck over.
Oh, Doc!
Oh shit, he did spark it.
I did spark up and Doc through the horn. Just a little spark up.
Oh, queen.
I just have this image of Emmy with like a fat bong.
Okay, I'd have to go outside.
Ah,
I don't think I can finish all three of them by myself.
I got this image of Emmy with like this just gnarly fucking bong on like a steering wheel, like driving with the bong, you know, while ripping it. And it's a cool image. It's a cool image. That now lives in my head canon. That's how Emmy's truck driver drives to me.
Love it.
Hell yeah.
Alright. I have found a fuel station.
Yeah, I should probably get some fairly soon. I'm down to about a third of a tank. Only 100 gallons. Arr.
You know me, I get itchy if I'm below half.
That's true, she does. Meanwhile, me, I'm like, the light came on. We got 100 to go.
It does.
I don't. I just, you know, I mean, but I do push it farther than I should sometimes.
I don't know. Well, you know your vehicle though. Like
Yes.
it doesn't stress you. Like I'm paranoid.
When Harpy watches me park, it stresses her too. She's like, and I'm like, it's fine. I have 6 more inches in front of me. I'm good.
I can't see, man. I have no depth perception.
I got that practice.
All right, I'll go strengths.
Okay. I will pull over and get fuel at some point. Meanwhile, you're just rocking out over there, young lady.
Scorpionsboro.
Harpy, how the fuck do we already have 12-month subs? I just started doing this again. It hasn't been a year.
Time warp.
It is a time warp. Oh, I see Harpy's carcass up ahead of me. That must mean that there's fuel. Time just flies by. It fucking does. It does when you get older. Like, you know, it's like, I mean, I was just saying this to Harpy, like, yeah, you remember when we were younger and it's like, movie will be out at the end of summer and you're like, man, it's so fucking long. Oh, God, I'm going to be old and withered before this movie comes out. And da-da-da-da. That's almost when I go back to school. Da-da-da, you know, whatever. And now it's like, movie will be out Christmas 2025. And we're like, oh, fuck, that's just around the corner. You know, like a year and a half wait. No big deal. Oh, Harpy pulled off there. I am not pulling off there. That's so far. I want a fuel stop on the highway. I got plenty of fuel. I'll keep going for a while. How much do I have? Oh, I got 110 gallons. We're good. We're good. What I should do is switch to my other driver, too. My other stream driver, because he needs experience and money. Now that this guy's effectively done, there's no real reason to drive him. I've got all the garages and all the drivers and everybody's got a trailer and it's just drive for the sake of driving now, which is fun, but I like having goals. I'm a very goal-oriented gamer. I have that's why like Minecraft for a long time didn't ever catch me. I didn't have a goal. And it's like, you have to make your own goal. It's like, well, yeah, that's fine. And that works for a little bit, but... And it does. It works for a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'm done with that. Move on. I like to have a variety of goals. That's why Satisfactory was so good for me as a game, because it gave you very lofty goals that took a long time to do. Somewhere up here there's gonna be a spot. Well, that's not actually too bad. I think I'll stop here, because Harpy's about to come back. Yeah, we'll pull off here. Not here, right? No, next one. Just let the truck coast for a minute. Also, Emmy, if you didn't catch it at the beginning, I changed around the you know, we're doing the music not on the in-game radio, at least I'm not, which means it will not be on the VODs, which means the VODs will be able to go up more quickly. I want to scrub them for all the copyrighted audio. But the VODs won't have any music in them at all.
Nice.
So, but they'll go up quicker. They are all uploaded. The entire backlog is done. I'm just waiting for all the copyright scrubs to clear, which takes a while, but basically like 1 or 2 a day are going up for the next week or two. And then we'll be caught back up. So your felines will have an unending parade of angry, hairy old men to entertain them. The only problem with that is that, in theory, those YouTube archives are for if something happens, like the house burns down, and I want my VODs, I can download them again. But they'll be incomplete. They won't have the music. I think I can live with that. I mean, honestly, the music's background noise. Oh my God. Apparently my hip is unhappy. Okay. Also, oh yeah, I don't think... Yeet! Did you bring ibuprofen earlier? You did? Okay. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think I should. Yeah, please. Yeah, because, you know... Oh, no. Too early to do that. Good God. It's only 4 o'clock. I'm not even tired. But Peach is going to be streaming trucking because Peach pulled their community. what game the community wanted to play. And I believe the results were like 65% trucking compared to everything else. Thank you, my dear. So there will be trucking will continue on Peach's stream, and Peach is going to, as I understand it, use this Convoy server. Yeah.
Can the dryer not be on at the same time as the heater, or is it the washer?
Either. Yeah. Do not just turn the heater off entirely. Okay.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
So I'll know when to turn it back on.
Yeah, the washer is definitely the issue, but I suspect the dryer will do it as well. Harper was asking me if our redneck hot tub, when she could turn the heater back on. Because it will trip the circuit. It's all on one circuit with our washer and our dryer. Back full of Pisha, still on mobile. Very nice, very nice. Welcome back. So we were just talking about you. Specifically, I was saying that trucking is going to continue this evening. Or should. That's the scheduled event anyway. And that will be, as I understand it, using this trucking server. Did you move the cups around, or is that mine on the coaster? That's mine? Okay, so that one can be yours. So lots more trucking. We're going to be trucking for a hot minute, which is why I just took more ibuprofen. Because my shoulder is already going like, hey, did you know I exist? And I don't like that. When you're aware of a body part, it's generally not a good thing. Unless you're involved in intercourse or something, in which case you should be aware of your body parts. But, like, it's like you feel your tongue in your mouth, Like, why do I feel this? Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. You grab that. Thank you. Ice Cube just escaped. Yeet! This is what happens when I fill the cup to the brim to get every drop of vodka that I can get into it. Also, I can steal Harpy's thing. I can steal a sip. Apologies if it's a repeat. Who serves the best chocolate ganache in Tulsa? I don't know. It sounds like the beginning of a joke my friend Brandon, who is from Tulsa, would have told me. I'll be slathering my hands full of THC balm today. Oof. That's an interesting idea, though, THC balm. I have, there we go. Love you, my dear. I have one of the most delightful things in the world that my doc gave me. It's called some fucking thing, diclofenac or some shit, something like that. It's basically ibuprofen, but it's ibuprofen in a gel. So it's topical. And it's the kind of like gel, like that you put on, and it just instantly like goes into your skin. It just absorbs and disappears. Oh my God. It's instantaneous. It's so good. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. They gave it to me for my knee because when I had knee surgery, the doc at the time just said, yeah, just take 4 ibuprofen at a time. Probably you'll need to take it a few times a day, maybe 3-4 times. Just keep doing that. It'll keep it from hurting too much. So I did for years. And I was like, okay, this can't be good. Like everyone always says, this is going to give you issues long term. So like by the end of year 4, I was like, okay, this is gonna fuck me up a little bit eventually. Fuck that liver up. I don't know if it'll mess your liver. Tylenol would have killed me at that dosage though. Ibuprofen definitely. I mean, it might fuck your liver up. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm saying I don't know, but it can definitely fuck up your tummy. And more, what I was concerned about is that you can kind of become resistant to it, and I didn't want to. So I was talking to my doc here, and they're like, your doc said what? Your doc said do what? And I was like, yeah, he's got me taking like 1,200 milligrams ish, 12 to 1,600 milligrams of Advil a day. the face I got for that. I'm like, yeah, it didn't seem like great advice, but I mean, it does work. It like helps. So anyway, she fought with the insurance company and got me diclofenac, which is expensive, and that's why the insurance fought me. They're like, can he not just use an over the counter? And they're like, you don't understand the amount of pain and the amount of area. He needs diclofenac. So they ibuprofen eats at your stomach lining, which thankfully I have a very robust innard system. My innards are incredibly tolerant of everything. So I've had no impact from using ibuprofen for a long time. Like, blood work's always been good and all that. And I've never had like, any issues there in the innards. So all's well that ends well. But that diclofenac, oh my God, it's good shit. and slap a little bit on the shoulder. It'll help. The problem is that the shoulder is not actually a muscle thing. It's a nerve thing, and the pain is here. The nerve is up here. In fact, if I push my neck at the right spot, let me see here. There. And there. My arm is numb now.
Yeah.
Yep. Completely. My entire arm is numb. For about the next 5 minutes, I won't feel anything in this hand. You could literally shoot me in this hand and I wouldn't feel it, I don't think. Because that nerve is impinged from whatever happened up there. That will help, though. Those ibuprofen, that'll loosen that up a little bit. We'll be good. Got a custom compounded
Go straight.
hubida cream too. Lidocaine cream fucks. I love me some lidocaine. Lidocaine, I love lidocaine anyway because when I ran this hand through the woodworking router and chewed my fingertip off, basically, they didn't give me anything for a long time. I was in triage, and they're like, "This isn't life-threatening." It wasn't, but I was still starting to go into shock. And I mean, your hands are full of nerves, and this was a pretty severe injury to my hand. So I have a really good pain tolerance, but eventually it did start to catch up with me after, I don't know, 4 hours, 3 hours, RP? About three. Yeah.
Stay a while
So
and
by about the third hour, I guess I went the wrong way. By about the third hour, old Landage wasn't doing very well.
Turn left.
And so I finally mentioned something to the peoples, and I'm like, hey, really starting to struggle here. Can I please get something, just anything, but not morphine, okay? Not morphine. Morphine doesn't work on me. All it's going to do is make me really itchy, and it's going to make me really angry because I hate being itchy, and also it just turns me into the Hulk. So they shot me up with a full fucking load of morphine. The doc heard morphine and went, we're in Oklahoma, everybody loves that, so we'll give them morphine. So they did. So the nurse came back later, she's like, and how are we doing? I said, okay, so as I promised, I'm really fucking itchy, and I got red spots and shit, and I'm really fucking angry. So once again, can I please get anything? I just want a local, I fucking Advil. I don't care. Anything to just knock this down from a 9 to an 8, and then I can endure it. But at this point, I'm really getting, I'm coming up against it, and I don't think I was quite that eloquent. I wasn't mean, but I was definitely short, I'm sure. And I remember standing over the sink because I was about to throw up because it hurt, it had ramped up a lot, and I felt nauseous and I felt weak and shit. I was going into shock basically because you do. So anyway, lady's like, oh well, I can just give you some lidocaine, please, that would be great. Yeah, just fucking sticks the needle in that chewed up meat on my hand. The relief, I can still feel the relief flowing up my fingers to this day, and it's been 10 years. I will never, I fucking love lidocaine. I love lidocaine is what I'm saying. That's what that whole story boiled down to. Absolutely love lidocaine.
Get ready to turn right.
Great shit. Like anything, it's got its, purpose. It's not the drug for anything, but in that, oh man, it was nice.
Turn
And so then they send me home. This I think this is funny. They send me home with, fuck, I don't even remember. Like 90 goddamn, no, they sent me home with Norcos. They sent me home with a bunch of Norcos. Still got them. I took 2 because I figured I needed to. They didn't do anything. They didn't dull the pain. Didn't really make me sleepy. Okay, put them on the shelf. Still got them. Then when I had the knee surgery, and I just took Advil for like 3 days. That was fine. Stitches came out a month later. That was fine. Didn't matter. Because it was like, at that point the relief was so much better,
Turn left.
And the knee surgery was the same way. When I had the knee surgery, they gave me Percocet, and I took a couple,
Ready to turn left.
which knocked me on my ass and put me to sleep. Kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I came home from the surgery, and I was finally hurting when the local wore off.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I mean, it was hurting pretty bad, as you would expect, because my knee had been cut open. And so RP's like, here, take these Percocet and da-da-da-da. And they were strong ones. So I did, and I'm like, I'll go to sleep. And I went to bed, and I laid there for like an hour and couldn't go to sleep. So finally, I just hollered for her, I think, or maybe I got up and went to her. I don't remember.
I was with you.
Oh, you were with me? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I just get a couple Advil? Like, let's just some Advil. Because this is not working. Took 2 Advil, out like a fucking light.
Yeah.
Because it
you
cut the
slept for
swelling
hours.
enough, I guess. I don't know. But just put me down immediately, and that was that. Didn't ever need to take them again. I think I took a couple more Percos the next day. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I took them because they felt nice. I didn't need them.
They're euphoric.
Yeah. I was prescribed them. I'm like, fuck it, I'll take 2 and see what it does. And I was out there on the couch, and it's like, and I suddenly realized, like, wow, I feel really good. And Harpy, these are kind of cool. I really love you. And she's like, you are so fucking high right now, little man. Stan was sleeping on me, being a nurse cat. That was it. The other fucking 80 in the bottle or whatever, they're still in there. I never took them. So I don't like opioids. They don't work on me in that way. They, I mean, they get me a little woozy, but they don't cut pain for me at all. So lidocaine, folks.
Stay left.
I think I probably will switch drivers after this one, maybe. How you doing, Harpy?
Good.
Tell me a story.
Story about what though?
I don't know.
Story.
I mean, you got stories. You're old. Don't old people have stories?
I have a lot of stories. I need a subject though. What do you want to know about Chad?
I don't know.
I can tell Chad about the first time I ever took a codeine.
Got me a Western Star. I've tried those, Snow, and I'm not sure that I like them. I need to try it again. I didn't like it the first time, and I can't remember exactly why. I want to say I didn't like the engine sound, and I feel very sure that I didn't like the info center and or the dash, but I'm not positive. I need to look again. First time you took a codeine. That is a good story. I mean, it doesn't have to be about drugs. It can be about the engine is very quiet. That I remember being the case. Yeah, which I don't like quiet engines either. The big my Volvo is like that. The Cascadia is kind of like that, but if you put the windows down, it comes up a bit. Yeah, I think they just got a lot of soundproofing in them. So one thing I like about the Peterbilt, you drop the windows, that bitch is noisy. And best of all, it's got the Glorg brake. I don't mind the other engine brakes, that ones, but I like a. I want to hear that. I want to hear those pistons compressing, Give me the pump. You don't have to tell a story, Herbie.
Oh, I'm happy to.
I mean, you're welcome to. I don't want to put you on the spot, though.
I think that's really my only drug story, which is why it's funny.
Well, I mean, you were on other drugs, like when you had surgery and shit, but those are different because you were on surgery.
No. Okay, chat, you want a drug story?
They do.
Okay.
You don't have to wait. They do. Everyone wants to hear Harpy's drug story. I can assure you, Harpy.
It's not a very good drug story, but it's funny.
Hey, it's still something.
Let's see. When I was in 9th grade, my mom decided my teeth were too crooked and I had to go to the orthodontist. I'm like, fine. So in the prep leading up to braces back then, they would glue these little brackets on your back teeth, and they did that to my upper back teeth. And I had to wear a headgear every night. This is just a big wire that would like flex and pull your teeth apart because my shit was too close together. And I had to wear that for a while. But when they first did that, I was in so much pain that I told Mom, I was like, Mom, this hurts. I'm dying. I was just laying in my bed being a weenie.
She wasn't being a weenie. She was
sister,
crippling pain. But
it sucked, dude. She told my little sister, who tended to get swimmer's ear, she's like, go get Heather some Tylenol. So my little sister's like, all right. She goes and gets me some Tylenol. I take it. Well, what she brought me was Tylenol number 3, which had codeine in it. And I was 14, and I weighed maybe 80 pounds. I was
Stay
little.
left.
Tylenol number 3, controlled substance. Now.
It was.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if it was
yeah.
then. I know it is now. And it might have been then. I don't remember.
Yeah. She didn't know. I didn't know. So my mom came in to check on me later, and I'm just laying on my bed staring up at the ceiling. She walked in, and I went, I was like, Mom, I think I'm high. So Mom went and checked with my sisters. Like, what did you take, Heather? It was the number 3s.
Where?
No, we didn't repeat that again, but that was my first experience with drugs. And then I go for my first, like, real job out of high school, which was for a fucking grocery store bakery. And I'll go and I'm filling out my application. They're doing the interviews right there. And they're like, do you have any, have you ever taken drugs on the application? So I'm like, well, I want to be honest. So I put that story on my application.
Yup. That's how honest this bitch is. Do you see why she got her
18.
clearance so fucking easily?
I didn't know.
She's not
any
capable
better.
of lying.
So I was just like, yeah, this happened. The look on this man's face when I told him that story, like, So then I get home and I tell Mom about all that. They hired me though.
They did?
I had that job for like 2.5 years. Yeah, so Baby Harpy was a little too honest and very susceptible
is
to
Adult
codeine.
So is Adult Harpy.
Shut up. Yeah.
Adult Harpy on Percocet, like, you know, and I want to be clear, legitimately with the prescription.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But
I'll
Adult
take-
Harpy, like the last time she had surgery, she got some Percos, and oh my God, did that girl? She took them all.
Listen.
She took them all like
They
a good.
help, dude.
They did help. They did help. You needed them. I mean, especially for the big one, the big surgery. You
Yeah.
know, the full abdominal surgery.
Yeah, they cut my bitch ass in half.
Yeah, they chainsawed her, and very, very needed. And they helped a lot. They put her to sleep. When I got her home, because I was with her in the hospital for that
Bobbert.
one. Huh?
I just drove past Bobbert.
Really?
Yeah,
That sneaky little fucking heifer, I didn't even know she was in here.
I didn't either.
The nerve of you!
Bobby.
Ew it.
The thing is,
Da-na-na-na-na. Ah, there you are. Absolute shitter. Unbelievable. You've probably been in here for an hour.
That's funny.
About 30 minutes or so.
Lovely.
God damn it.
Sweet.
Well, I hope you've been having fun. Welcome in, Bobber.
I hope you enjoyed my drug story. Yeah, that's my only drug story.
Pretty much. I mean, Harpy's a good girl. She doesn't abuse substances that are illegal. She doesn't abuse substances that are legal.
Never taken
mean-
an illegal one, actually.
Post decapitation, those were whoa fuck. Post decapitation, those were so welcome. Huh?
What?
Who up decapitating? Yeah, after Harpy's big abdominal,
Yeesh.
I brought her home from the hospital. I stayed there with her for a couple days in the hospital. And you know, they're like, get up and do your thing. And bitch, man, 24 hours after having her innards ripped out and rearranged, she's up and walking the hallway with me. They're like, take a few steps if you can. Nah, she's doing like a whole fucking lap. Next day, next
outside.
morning you were. Yeah, next morning you were outside. After your thyroidectomy, Roger. Yeah, I didn't figure you meant like literal decapitation in that full sense, you know. But she was doing all that, but she was having a bitch of a time sleeping because the bed was uncomfortable, and of course, you know, in the hospital you can't sleep. People waking you up all the time. And I'd been there for 2 days, and I slept a couple hours one night. That was it. I got up the second morning and just went home to check on the cats, you know, because the hospital was in a different town. So, you know, like 40 miles away. So I went home, checked on the animals, and fed everybody, and took a quick shower, got some food, and then went back, and we're like, you know, I don't know, they might kick you out. Doc comes in, is like, you're doing really well. Do you just want to go home today? And we're like, well, I mean, she's paid out through, insurance is paid for another day if we want it, but it was always kind of optional. So I was like, how about you just load us the fuck up with drugs, get her really fucked up on Percocet right now, on the hospital's dime, you know, because insurance is paying for it. So then we can go home and we'll get her stuff. And so we did. But when I got her home and stuffed her ass into the bed and those Percos took effect, the look of bliss as she hit that mattress.
It was so good.
You didn't move for what, like 14 hours?
Yeah.
Some shit. I mean, it was because it was like around noon, and you didn't come back out until like 2 a.m. because I was still up. I went to sleep with you and then got up after a while and stayed up all night.
Yeah,
But,
that first night in the hospital was so bad because, of course, they had me on morphine, which just makes me itchy and mad.
Hi,
So I
Mr.
couldn't
Bear.
sleep for shit. Yeah, baby. Thank fuck for Percocet. That was when I was able to sleep.
Y'all.
Morphine is.
I have no
so-
drug stories of any kind, not even wild experiences with prescription meds. Linfirm, you good boy, you.
Good for
All my
you.
trippy stuff is sleep paralysis and hypnagogia? I don't know what hypnagogia is. You have thrown a word I don't know. That doesn't happen. I mean, I don't mean this in an arrogant way, but I'm usually able to parse words out pretty well. I do not know that one.
That's
No,
not
you
what
can't
I've
let the
heard.
wildlife go hungry. Exactly. Especially in this case. My fucking Siamese was ruling the house at the time.
Oh, yeah.
No, you can't leave the Siamese. Never trust a Siamese. It's right there with do not trust Athena, you know?
True.
It's you're awake and still dreaming, but also, you're asleep and still dreaming, but also awake. I have,
That sounds unpleasant.
that does not sound good. Like sleep paralysis, I'm aware of. Never experienced it that I know of. But no, not the other. The other doesn't sound remotely fun. It sounds like that's a pass. That's a no for me, dog. You know? As a redhead, any morphine or anesthetics do not work because of genes. It makes me angry. Yeah, you know, anesthetics don't really work on me very well either. I'm obviously I'm not a redhead, but fuck, I gotta sleep. I just realized. Jesus, didn't we just do this? Fuck, I just passed a place too. Can I get through this center divider? No. That's not good. Okay. Well, let's figure out where we can go. Oh, looks like I can just turn off up here. All right, yeah, we'll do that. We'll take the road up here in Cheyenne, and I will look over here in just a sec. But fuck, what are we talking about? Sleep paralysis. I was gonna say something. Oh, yeah, anesthetic. So like anesthetic doesn't really affect me too much. I think I had anesthetic when they popped me for. Okay, I think I do want to get off here. Yeah, when they popped me for my toe surgery, they popped me with anesthetic for that to knock me loopy, and it did make me loopy. But they said I was supposed to go unconscious, and I didn't. I never went fully down. I remember the whole thing.
You were so cranky.
See, which is so weird to me, and I'm not, again, I believe you, I don't remember being cranky at all.
Right.
I remember just being like, yep, let's go home, let's get home. Like, I wasn't upset, I wasn't really hurting, I was just ready to be home, I was tired. You know, because it had been a long day, but that was it. But again, I'm not, you know, obviously I was pumped full of drugs, so I trust your memory on it more than I trust mine. But it just, and it also, I won't lie, it distresses me that I'm a fucking cunt when I'm drugged up like that. I'd like to think I'm not, because I do believe you kind of show who you are in those moments, and the fact that I'm a cunt, you know, makes me feel really bad about myself.
You were just cranky.
But
You're like, ready to go.
no, yeah, but I mean, you've told me, you know, you made it clear before that I was a cunt. So
You're not a cunt.
anyway,
You're just crabby.
but the other time when I had the knee surgery, they're like, yeah, we're gonna knock you out, it'll be full general, da da da. And I was like, well, you know, I don't know, I don't really want to go all the way down if I don't have to, because I don't. And also I was like, you know, this could be an interesting experience. They're like, what other options do we have? Can you just like do like some kind of heavy local? Like, no, this is gonna be a very invasive surgery. That will not be an option for you. What we could do, if you want it, is give you a, and I don't remember what they called it.
Epidural.
Well, I mean, it's like an epidural, but it wasn't an epidural. I mean, it was
like a spinal block, basically.
yeah, I mean, it was a spinal, and I think that's what they called it, was just a spinal, but it wasn't called an epidural. The medical term for it was called something else, because I think an epidural is done lower. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. But whatever the difference was, I remember very specifically being intrigued by the fact that it wasn't called an epidural. But they gave me that. They paralyzed me from the mid-chest down. But I was fully conscious for the whole thing. Try and sleep over here because I missed that other one. Come on. Somewhere. Let me sleep. Bro, let me sleep, bro. I hate playing these fucking games with these parking spots. Is this a spot where you can stop? Up, you're almost there. I got you $1. I got you $1. You know, Charlie Brown and the football shit here. But so anyway, they paralyzed my ass with that. Well, it wasn't paralyzed, but they numbed me. And I was conscious for the whole knee surgery, which was pretty cool, actually, getting to hear it and feel it. Or not feel it, but see it. And I could feel some of it. I could feel like them moving my body around. That was pretty cool. Until my blood pressure tanked, and I was like, oh, I'm going to throw up and aspirate. This is not good. Okay, clearly this thing's being fucking stupid. Decouple from the trailer. If you can't find the parking spot, decouple from your trailer, pull forward 3 feet, and look, guess what I can do? I can take a break now, but it won't let me do it with the trailer on. Anyway, let me back up here and just see. It does not. It just doesn't take to some people, and the docs have to load you up to do anything. See, I think that would be the case with me, like with painkillers or with anesthetic. I think they have to just load me to the gills to put me under. I'm sure I could go under. And I have no doubt like morphine would probably get me like to the point where I'm not feeling pain. Not the doses they give you in hospitals, though. I don't even feel it. Like it doesn't affect me other than making me angry and itchy. I've had really bad sleep paralysis as a kid, demon and everything. Last time I saw it was around 19 years old. God damn.
That's terrifying, Snow.
I've heard about that shit. Like when people see the sleep paralysis demon, like,
fuck that.
Harpy, there's a game where you can do that in VR.
What?
There's a game where you can like see the sleep paralysis demon in VR. Like you put the VR headset on and it's like it paralyzes.
No, thank you.
Oh yes. Let's do it. Let's do it. 24-hour stream, or not 24-hour. Affiliate anniversary stream. Harpy plays horror games in VR.
Dude,
Harpy plays paranormal activity in VR, followed by Alien Isolation.
Y'all mean.
I'm not mean. Well, they're not mean. I'm mean. I'm a dick. You already said I was fucking mean. Now I'm gonna live up to it.
What?
Wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. To quote Peach.
No.
Yeah, I can't do it the way
I
Peach does. You can. You can get there.
Peach is unique.
True. I cannot fathom being conscious for an operation. It was amazing. But keep in mind, okay, I want to be clear. Keep in mind, I'm a fucking creep, okay? I've told Harpy that when I'm gone, I want her to have the doctors extract a femur, and I want her to keep it. I want her to keep... I said that, but there's actually more that I want. And it's funny. y'all saw on Wubby stream probably the guy with like the skeletons and shit. Mm-hmm. Like Harpy and I were totally nonplussed by that. I mean, okay, the fetal skeleton, the fetal skulls and stuff were an unusual item to collect. They were an unusual item to collect, but it didn't faze me. But I've legitimately asked Harpy, and I've told her that she has my permission, because I've said, like, Harpy, would you not stand my skeleton in the corner of the room? Like, if I just cacked off and they could, like, you know, debone me cleanly and mount me, would you not, like, just have my fucking bones standing over there? Would that not, like, be kind of cool? And she's like, fuck yes, I would. Fuck yes, I would.
I'd talk to you.
So I told her, do it. Do it. Do that and have the rest shucked into an incinerator. Cool. And then have those bones thrown in with yours and ground up and thrown down the trench when you go. So she has standing permission to turn me into a mounted skeleton, but she has to keep me. She can't, like, auction me off or any bullshit like that.
Keep you.
Or let the dog play with me too much.
You'd be my guardian.
But before that, I told her I wanted her to take one of my thigh bones because they're apparently invincible.
Stay left.
True.
And would make a great clubbing weapon for home intrusions. Or just in general purposes. You know, I mean, if you see some screaming bitch come at you and she's waving a fucking femur, you're gonna leave the area. You know, you're just...
Fuck out my house.
Yeah, you're gonna leave the area. Start your own ossuary. Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was sleep paralysis or a sleep paralysis demon until I was 22 when I learned more about that, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, that is wild. It's crazy how many people go through that. Like, it's far more common than I certainly would have ever thought. I'm scared to go under. I sobbed when I had to have laughing gas. I grew up on those. Get yourself a man who would give you a femur. There you go. Beck's gonna go ask Chuckles if he would do that. Yeah, I don't like the idea of going under, Beck. I hate being out of control. It's why I don't like to get high. I don't like to get completely fucked up high. I don't like to get staggering drunk. I don't like to be out of control. And for the same reason, I don't like to go under. At all. And I say that having not gone under fully but just been knocked a little loopy. But it's still like I don't think I would. I don't know. Which is funny because like if you undergo general anesthetic, right? Anybody who's had general anesthetic, you can confirm this. You know, obviously I haven't done it, as I've said, but you don't remember shit. Count backwards from 100, 99, 98, 90.
Gone.
And the next thing you remember is beep, 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 beep. Hi, honey, wake up. We're all done, you know, or whatever. You know, or like your fucking loved ones talking to you. You don't remember shit. So it's like, yeah, but they're gonna look at my little dick and laugh at me. Well, you're never gonna fucking know, so who cares, you know, or whatever. Like, I understand that, like the not wanting to go under and not wanting to be out of control is dumb because I will not remember it. It's still there, and also, but for me, like I said, I'm a freak. I wanted to be present for the surgery. I wanted to hear. I wanted to see. I wanted to maybe smell. I wanted to be present for as much of that event as I could. Because how many people get to witness or partake in their own surgery? I figured it would be cool. And it was really cool. They had my leg up a bit, and I asked the anesthesiologist if he could tilt my head a little bit so I could kind of see. And he's like, oh, well, yeah, sure, we can do that. It is kind of neat, isn't it? And I was like, oh, yeah. So we're talking the whole time, and like, yeah, okay. Oh, neat, that's my kneecap. Da-da-da. I mean, I got to see inside my leg. That was cool. Yeah, I mean, it was a laparoscopic surgery, so it wasn't like they didn't cut me open like that. But I was looking at the cameras and, you know, at the shit sticking out of my leg and watching them moving around. I'm like, that's so weird, dude. I can't feel that. Also, that looks like a cadaver that you're poking into because it's all iodined, you know, so I looked like a leathery corpse. So anyway, the drugs don't expand your mind as is commonly believed. They bring down the filter. I think other people can get away with taking the filter down, but I can't. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I feel like I'd have the curiosity too, but I also think I'd get sick seeing my bone. It depends, I think. I think it probably depends. You never really know. I mean, I had a crash course when I ran that hand through the router because, oh, bones, cool. You know, I got to see them. I also got to see, actually, the first time I saw bone was my chin. I saw my chin bone when I was 7 because I split that shit open and when I wrecked the bike and then waddled home and had to go get some stitches. No big deal. I was fine, but... that's that one where I talked about how I had to pay the fucking hospital bill, despite the fact that I was 7. Yeah. But stuff like that has never bugged me. You know, like I've seen traumatic injuries up close and very close, and I've undergone a couple of fairly traumatic injuries myself, and you know, it doesn't faze me. I have a lot of executive function where I can really put aside like the immediate visceral feelings and process them later. And just kind of get on with what I need to do in that moment, or just like divest myself from my feelings and my reactions. It's something I've always had a very strong ability for, which has served me well at times, you know, and other times it hurts you too. You know, it made processing when my mother died a lot harder because my brain just was like, let's lock that shit away and never think about it again. It's like, no, you need to. Yeah, but it's kind of unpleasant, so let's just not. You know, that kind of, you get the idea. When you're really good at doing that, it's harder to open the door and let the shit out. So sometimes it takes a while for me to process stuff. I've been muting and unmuting stream during all of this. All right, we're done with it. Snow, you good? You good? We'll stop talking about gore and fun. All right, now we got him. All right, so everybody, give your goriest stories to no. Blah, blah, blah. Exactly. You know, it's funny. Snow says like, you know, you got to mute and unmute the stream and da da da. Yet you perpetrate unrepentant murder in games, including, I might add, one of the most insane 5-kill streaks I've ever seen in Overwatch. You are like this dyed-in-the-wool vicious little killer, Snow. Games isn't real. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I'm just saying, you violent sumbitch.
Stay left.
Don't want to go quite that fast. How the fuck far do we have to go? 144 miles. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. It feels like we've been on like we're ghost truckers. We've been on this job for a minute. Another inspection. Oh my god! I'm gonna.
I know, right?
Do it. I'm just gonna screech. Except I can't. If I was Peach, I'd bite the microphone right now. Don't bite the microphone, Harpy.
What? Doing it for Peach.
No, don't do it for Peach. Are you kidding? Those are expensive microphones. Stop it. Just because I'm a war criminal in Overwatch and Helldivers doesn't make me any less of a little bitch with blood IRL. Fair, fair.
You know what? That's okay.
Yeah, my father faints at the sight of blood. He can't handle any of it at all. I mean, it's, you know, and some people are just like that too. Like, I mean, some people just don't like it. They don't like to think about it. Other people, like, they have that weird physical thing, you know, where they just like, they just go off like a light switch. That reminds me of a great video I saw, and this is not gory, so don't worry. This great video I saw. It's this guy going up on a roller coaster, right? And he goes up, and it's like, and you can tell he's nervous. And they hit the top, and he just looks over and he starts screaming. And he's this big, you know, just typical looking dude, right? You know, just like, he looks like a pretty with it dude. And he just starts, and then it plays the Microsoft Windows 95 shutdown noise. I think it was 95, but whatever. No, XP, not 95. XP.
Oh, was it?
Dun 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 dun. It plays the Windows XP shutdown noise, and dude just. So then the coaster goes down, and he's just lolling around, and then it like hits a loop, goes upside down, and I guess that threw blood up into his brain, and he kind of comes up. So it plays the ding 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 ding, you know, the startup noise as he wakes up. Dun 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 dun. Down he goes again. That happened like 2 or 3 times. It was just so fucking perfectly edited.
It's a funny video.
And it's just funny. It was just a funny, stupid video. I'm not doing it justice, but. And I couldn't tell you what to search for to ever find it. I mean, it's just guy roller coaster windows shutdown. I don't know, something like that. But it's I can still see the guy's face because it was the screeching before they go over. When he's like, you can just see like his soul was full of regret. You know, like I am not going to survive this. Dun, 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 dun. You know, down he goes.
It's so left.
Hey, welcome in, Chicle.
Hi, Chicle.
I work with my dad, and he almost always cuts himself in some way or another, and I got to try not to notice it. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that would be tough. Unfortunate. I tend not to wound myself too much. When I do, they tend to be internal. Huh?
So when you do, they're good ones.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. If it's a bleeder, it's a good one, but. We won't go through all of those. I got a few. I mean, I fell, you know, 350 yards down a fucking mountain, bounced off 12 boulders and lived. Not 12. I don't know how many. But I made it to the bottom alive. Very, very beat up, though, I will say. Fell off a jetty onto my head. Cricked my neck 90 degrees.
Oh.
That was in high school, Linfirm. Miller, the oceanography teacher. We're on a I don't know if you ever took an oceanography, though. Well, anyway, Mr. Miller, the oceanography teacher. We're on a trip with him. My dumbass slipped on some algae. Down he went. Should have broke my neck. Should have not lived. My internet got too hot, and it's out. That sucks, Peach. I'm sorry to hear that. Glad you got some mobile, at least. I was in Boy Scouts for a bit. Same. When I was little. I once went to the state's big scout camp. Same. Scoutorama. Scoutorama. Let's go, baby. If you know, you know. Scoutorama was actually pretty fun. And we were learning about first aid. One kid that I didn't know was even more sensitive. He fainted, stiffened up as he fell out of his seat, bashed his head. Oh, fuck. Yup. And a couple seconds later, he woke up screaming. Oh, that sucks. That's the worst when somebody doesn't know and then they end up like hurting themselves, causing blood, causing a bigger freak out because they didn't know that they were fucked up about blood. Pingulanids. Y'all discording? We are discording, Athena. We are discording. There's nobody in it. It's just me and Harpy right now, but it is like people can. Nobody has gotten into it, but of course everyone's welcome to. I did mention that earlier before everyone got here. You weren't here yet, Athena. At least I don't think you were. I mean, you could have been lurking, but yeah. I will check that. I will check that ping here in just a sec, Minoc. Maybe when I make the delivery, okay? Because you know how it is when you're convoying. You can't stop, right? I'll never forget that. It's a core memory. It was terrifying. I thought he died. I was like 10. Yep, I've got a few of those. Mine mostly involved me. other than one when I was like 18. My first time seeing a truly full traumatic lethal style injury, you know. That was not good. But that's neither here nor there right now. But the fuck, what was I gonna say? Scoutorama, man, boy, that opens up some memories. I went nuts. Hey, welcome in, Thenis. Mwah. Also, just because I have you here, you did so good on Peach's stream last night. Your artwork was incredible, and I just want to say again, your hair looked fucking amazing, as did you. You are more than your hair, but in particular, your hair looked fucking amazing. Your background looked amazing.
All bananas.
You absolutely delivered 10 out of 10 punches with every swing. So well done, Thena. And the artwork was just, again, incredible. The little eyes you were drawing. I love the Peach, Kyle, and Titan Benigno. Maybe the Angie Lanids. Maybe. I mean, maybe. You might. You know. I don't know. We'll see. But they did.
What if I'm Rizzoli? Every day's my birthday, you know?
Well, I mean, then if every day's your birthday...
Expectation has been met now.
Well, you know, expectations were made to be subverted, weren't they? Hear it.
Nah, you're supposed to exceed expectation. Not next time. Multiple.
Oh, that sounds like a performance review. I'm not into that shit. They did meet. I won't tell you how it went. Unless you want me to tell you how it went.
Stay left.
You wouldn't even have to mute stream, that way they didn't get spoilers.
Say what?
I said you'd have to mute stream, that way they didn't get spoilers.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it wouldn't be nice to spoil it for everybody. No, I don't want. I'll tell you sometime. The banana iris. Yeah, the banana iris. You're right, Peach. That banana iris was just. Aside from the fact that, like, what an idea, and how do you even come up with it? This is what I talk about when I say, like, I'm in awe of people who are artistic. I mean, people who can do that kind of stuff and think outside the box and think like a banana slice. That would make a neat looking iris. I'm gonna draw that. The level of brain power that takes to be that kind of person, it is just amazing to me. And that's why I say y'all killed it, and why I'm in awe of y'all.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking the peel was like in the eyelash area. So if you're going inside of the peel, then it's got to be the banana